Hello, my bookish friends. It is Anna Marie and welcome back to my channel. So today is my first ever unpopular opinions video on BookTube. I am thoroughly afraid. No, not really. So today I'm going to be talking about some books that are very hyped and very well loved that I just don't think I'm gonna get to. I don't think I'm gonna read them. There are so many books in the world. There are just so many books. I have a lot of them. I don't want to pick something up that I'm just not really sure if it's my thing. So, but you never know. I have recently picked up a contemporary romance that I very much enjoyed. So anything could happen, we'll see. But these are some books or series that I just don't foresee myself picking up in the future. I don't have a lot of these books, obviously, because I wasn't ever interested in buying them, but the first one is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I know. I read The Night Circus 2 years ago and I loved it. It was whimsical and dark and I loved the writing style. It was amazing. But I've just heard too many descriptions of the book that kind of put me off. And I've also heard some negative reviews of people who have very similar reading tastes to me. So I don't want to ruin my Erin Morgenstern Night Circus fan vibe with A Starless Sea. So unfortunately, I just don't think I'm going to get to that one. If any of you are huge fans of A Starless Sea and you just believe that I need to pick it up, please tell me why in the comments and I will definitely look at that. So this next one I actually do have, and I'm probably going to lose some people over this. So we're excited. This series, I honestly think I would not enjoy it. And that is A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Frost and Moon something. The Sarah J. Maas series about this series. I do like Sarah J. Maas occasionally. I have read the Throne of Glass series. I really liked it. I read House of Earth and Blood, the first in the Crescent City series. I didn't love that one. Honestly, don't know if I'm going to continue with that one either. Don't hate me. From what I have heard about this series, like descriptions, what it's about, reviews, I just don't know if I want to waste time where I could be reading Brandon Sanderson for a series that I just probably will not enjoy. There are several reasons why I don't think I would enjoy this series. First of all, Sarah J. Maas has a very specific writing style. She tends to repeat certain characters, like several characters in House of Earth and Blood were basically remakes of characters from the Throne of Glass series, and I've heard a lot of people say that they're the same characters in this series, so you can only read the same character so many times. Do you know what I mean? Another is that I've heard from a lot of people that the ending of the series is extremely disappointing. The first two books I've heard are actually pretty decent. This one is the one that is most popular, but I've heard that the ending is just really disappointing. And I don't know, usually I want to form my own opinions about that sort of thing, but with Sarah J. Maas, I feel like I enjoyed Throne of Glass, I read Crescent City, and I just feel like I have had my Sarah J. Maas experience. I don't really want to keep reading the same characters and the same smut scenes in the same books. Like, I don't have a problem with that, but she tends to write them in the same way. So I don't think I'm going to pick this up. If you are an something fan, let me know in the comments why I absolutely should read it. Please, let's discuss. Another series that I actually have the first book, but it's not with me right now, kind of in between two places since the quarantine, but I have the first book. It's the Red Queen series. So I know a couple things about this series. I know that the Red Queen series is based off a world that is divided into a caste system based off of color. So I think the reds are the highest, maybe, and then like some other colors are the lowest. I don't know the other colors. And this is one trope that I just I don't think I need any more of. I did read the first in the Red Rising series, and I loved the way that that was handled. I've heard a lot of people say that the Red Queen series is just incredibly tropey and cliche, and just it has been done before. Like, I honestly don't know if it's a dystopian or a fantasy, which is bad. Just from what I've heard, I don't think I need it. I really just don't think I need it. I think I've had enough of those tropes, and I've read books that have done them well, and I've read books that have not handled them well, so I just don't think I need another one like that. I do plan to continue with the Red Rising series, so that will kind of be my substitution, I guess, for the Red Queen series, and I really loved Red Rising, so I can't wait to continue with that. Okay, so the next series that I just don't think I'm gonna read, honestly, I'm on the fence about this one. Like, I might read it, but it's not a priority. Like, it's very, very low on my list of books to be read. So I don't know, some of you guys could probably convince me to read this one. And that is the Outlander series by someone. I'm gonna put her name up here because I can't remember it. I actually have all the books. I got like 100 pages into the first one, and I don't know why, I just wasn't like in the mood to read it at the time, so I put it down. I have, however, watched the majority of the TV show. I really enjoyed the TV show. I need to catch up because I know they just put a new season out on Netflix, I think it was. I just don't know if I need both the books and the TV show. You know how sometimes you just don't need two of something? Like, I feel like I'm good with the TV show. I think if I just keep watching the TV show, I don't know how well it sticks to the original story in the books, but I'm enjoying the TV show, and I don't really know if I need to read the books. I don't know. So if you are a fan of the Outlander books, maybe you can try and convince me to read them. This next one is probably another one that people are going to be very upset about. I'm sorry. I don't want to upset you. And honestly, this is another one where I'm kind of on the fence. I might change my mind because this is one series that my sister actually read, and she's not a big reader. So if she read it and enjoyed it, then I don't know, maybe I would enjoy it. It's the Selection series by Kiera Cass. I've heard that the Selection series is a mix between The Bachelor and The Hunger Games. I don't know if that's right, but I heard that it is a very Bachelor type show. I'm not a fan of The Bachelor. I had a roommate that literally was obsessed with it, and I would kind of just watch it with her so that I could laugh at it, which is horrible, but I'm just not a fan. So I don't know how much I would love a book that's kind of based on that TV series. You guys might just have to tell me about it in the comments, and I'll see if I could be. And I know the TV series is coming out soon, so maybe I could just wait and watch the TV series. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna watch the Netflix series of it, so I may not need to read the books. I can just watch the TV show. I do not say that often. Another series that I feel satisfied having watched the movies, and so I do not feel the need to read the books, is To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. I really enjoyed the first movie. The second movie I didn't love as much, but I still enjoyed it. And I feel like a lot of people have said that the movie kind of sticks to the book. And I've also heard a lot of people say that they prefer the movie to the book, which is not something that a lot of people say on BookTube. And I don't read a lot of contemporary romance or young adult romance at all. So I just feel fine having watched the movies. This next one I feel very strongly about. No one will convince me to read it. Don't even try. I'm just kidding. You can try, but I'm not gonna read it. And that is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by whoever decided to make that a thing. I don't know. I feel very strongly about this because I just don't think it should have been done. I've heard a lot of people say that it changes the characters and their personalities, and that they're just reflected in a completely different way than they were in the original series. And I am such a big Harry Potter fan that I don't want to read something that is not true to the original story. I don't want to do it. And I am the person that honestly, I feel like our experience in the Harry Potter world ended with the books and the movies. Like, that's all we need. I don't even know if I really thought the epilogue was necessary. A lot of people feel strongly about that. I didn't need it. Like, the end of that book, I was good. It's a series that I return to. I have reread I watch the movies more than I should, and I watch them with my sister, and she hates when I watch them because I can't stop myself from quoting the whole entire movie. But yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna read that one. I don't know, it might just make me sad. This next one is probably also going to make some people very sad because it is so well beloved, but that is Daisy Jones and the Six. And this is just simply because I'm not really interested in the topic. Like, I love music, I sang and I was in band in high school, but I just don't know if I would be interested to follow along with a 70s rock band as they're kind of making their way in the world. I don't think I'm interested in that topic. And I think it's something that I would have to force myself to read, which I'm such a mood reader that I'm trying to just pick up books that I'm interested in, that I really want to read. So I don't think I'm gonna pick that one up anytime soon. This next one it was a hard one to add to the list because I feel really bad about it. But that's Again But Better by Christina Riccio. Until a couple of years ago, I did not know that booktube was a thing. I don't know why I wasn't exposed to it. I wish that I had been on here for years and years and have been watching videos for years and years, but I discovered it because I was looking up a review of a book, and I can't even remember what book I was looking for, but I found Christine Riccio's channel, and she was the first booktube channel that I ever watched, and for months and months I was convinced that she was the only channel out there like that. Like, nobody had channels, like she was just the only one who had a channel like that. How wrong was I? But I love watching her videos. Her personality is just explosive and fun, and I will forever love watching her videos. However, I don't know if her book will be something I'm interested in. All I know about it is that it is about a girl in college who is kind of feeling lost because she has focused so much on school that she feels like she's neglected other parts of her social life. So she goes to study abroad I have no idea where she goes, but she starts dating and she starts exploring other aspects of her social life, and that's all I really know, and I just don't think I would enjoy that. I've heard positive and negative reviews on it. Again, it's just not the kind of genre that I usually find myself enjoying, so I just don't know if I want to pick it up. And this last one is a little bit different because I actually think I might enjoy it, but I just haven't been convinced yet that it's something I want to read. Like, I've heard really, really conflicting reviews on this, so it's kind of left me wondering if it's one that I would even enjoy. So if you are a fan of this book, please go in the comments, or if you've read it and you have thoughts on it, go down in the comments and tell me what you thought, just so I can actually decide if I want to pick it up and read it. And that is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I have read the Grisha trilogy. I have not yet read Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. I do plan to read those, but I just don't know. I've heard some people say that they really didn't enjoy it, and I've also heard a lot of people say that they loved it. So I am on the fence and struggling to decide on that one. So those are all of the books that I just don't think I'm gonna read, and I know that this is a community of people who are very passionate about their favorite books, but I also know that we respect each other's opinions for the majority of the time, because we know that everyone has different taste, so hopefully you will understand if some of these books are your absolute favorite in the whole wide world. But please feel free to comment down below and tell me if these books were ones that you enjoy or that you read them and you didn't enjoy them. I'd love to talk about that. And if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more from me, please click subscribe and like this video. It really helps a lot. And I'll see you guys next time.